social capital ideas and the network ideas.
That takes me to my final question before I open up, which is, I hope this question isn't too complex. I haven't really fully formed it in my mind. But
I fear that I'm giving long answers to short questions.
Well, no, this is a long answer. You can just, at the end of it, you just say yes.
Perfect.
Or no. We have our own social brain project, and we kind of use this heuristic of the idea that human behavior can be understood through the kind of metaphor of a rider of an elephant through a cultivated jungle, where the elephant is our kind of hardwiring and our socialization, the rider is our conscious thought, and the cultivated jungle is the social norms, right? And you've given an account, which is quite interesting, that the social network formation is quite a lot to do with the elephant, actually. It's to do with the genetics and the kind of
About
socialization.
half, yeah.
And then there's the social norms, which is some cultures are just more kind of for bonding than others. And then there's this kind of the rider bit, the reflexivity, the thinking about thinking. And so I'm interested in, having done your work, to what extent is there a kind of list, a to-do list that you could give people about the kind of things they ought to do to exploit social networks most, to kind of assist them in life? Now, you said it's complex because networks are good for this and networks are good for that, but do you find yourself, personally, does your behavior change? Are you finding yourself spending more time with happy, slim, attractive people than that you used to, for example?
Yes.
Good. Okay. So.
No. Let me just say something. Some people have said that our work delivers a whack to free will, because, in a sense, what I've tried to show you is that your experience in life depends on where you're situated in this structure around you, and also what's happening in this structure around you. They're connection and contagion. They're the two big aspects to networks: the pattern of the ties and what's flowing through them. And if that's the case, and it is the case that we are affected by others around us, there's no doubt about that, does that subvert free will to the extent that we have no agency? And no is the answer. So even while we're delivering that whack to free will, we're also giving a carrot in the following sense. What our work also shows is that if you make a positive change in your life, it doesn't just benefit you. It affects dozens, hundreds, sometimes thousands of other people can be benefited by changes that you make. And from a public policy point of view, if we intervene in getting one kid to quit smoking, or one family to send their kids to school, or one person to stop a criminal activity, we don't just, the value from our expenditure is not just in that person, but all the knockoff effects on all the other people. So it can lead to a kind of rethinking of a variety of policy interventions with a greater focus in extracting the benefit from these externalities, from extracting the benefit of these ripple effects that naturally occur in networks. So, for example, instead of taking a block face in London and trying to give everyone a leaflet or persuade everyone to recycle, maybe we should try to identify those people whose behavior is most likely to influence others, and instead of spending £100 on everybody, spend £100 on one person. If we spend £100 on everybody, maybe 2 people might recycle. If we spend £100 on one person, they plus 4 others might recycle. So we get 5 people to recycle instead of 2 from the same expenditure, by taking advantage of the power of social networks to magnify whatever they are seeded with.